All right, 7.4. Solve linear systems by multiplying first. Okay, so previously you saw something like 2x plus 3y is equal to 7 and negative 2x plus 6y is equal to 4. Okay, we had the same numbers out here, okay, and this one they happen to be opposite signs, so we're just going to add them together. Okay, and we would have just proceeded then, the x's would have canceled, and we would have been able to solve for y, yada yada yada, we would have been good, and we would have been able to solve that. But now you're going to start to see something more like 5x plus 2y equals 16, and 3x minus 4y equals 20. What's different about this one?
None of the numbers are the same.
None of the numbers are the same. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to multiply one or both of the equations that you're given by a number and or a negative sign, okay, because they have to have opposite signs on them. And then we can combine them. Okay, combining them right now is not going to do any good for us because nothing's going to cancel and we're going to be back in the same boat we were in to start with. So I'm going to look and I'm going to see if there's any way that I can only multiply one of the equations. So does 3 times anything give me 5? No. Does 2 times anything give me 4? Okay. So I'm going to multiply this whole equation by 2.
Wait, is that a different one? Or is that the same from those two?
That's different.
Oh, okay. How's that?
So now, my new equations that I'm dealing with are, I'm going to multiply this 2 through everything, okay, even all the way over to the equal sign. 10x plus 4x, or 4y I mean, is equal to 32. And then now this one, I can just copy over. I don't need to do anything to it. So 3x minus 4y is equal to 20. And then I could go down and I could proceed like I did with the other ones. Because now I'm back to these things being same number, opposite signs. So I can just add them together. Okay, so we're back to 7.3 stuff now. So this gives me 13x is equal to 52. So then x is equal to 52 divided by 13, I think is 4. And then now I can take this, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and I can either plug it into this bottom equation or I plug it into this original equation. Okay? Not that there's anything wrong with plugging it into your modified one, but here's what I'll say. If you made a mistake in your modified equation, it may not come out to look right or wrong. It may give you false information. And 2, it's a lot harder. You've multiplied it, so there's more numbers that you're having to deal with. So always just make a habit of plugging it into one of the 2 original equations. Which one do you prefer, top or bottom? Top. All right, so 5 times 4 plus 2y equals 16. So 20 plus 2y equals 16. I'm going to subtract the 20. 2y is equal to negative 4. Divide by 2, y is equal to negative 2. And so then I get 4, negative 2. Okay, and just for the sake of time, by this point you should know how to check it. Okay, I would then go through and check it. Okay, but I'm not going to do that because you should know by now how to plug it back in. I don't think I need to do that anymore. Checking didn't really seem to be our problem on the quiz, so.
What if Jeopardy had math?
I wish it did.
I wish it didn't.
Why are you planning to go on Jeopardy?
No, Sophie's
Somehow I can just see that. All right. So I'm going to go through and do some examples. Okay, today the goal is going to be to get through these ones that require us to do multiplication to them. And then tomorrow, I think what's going to happen is, well, there's two options possibly. You may get a worksheet that's similar to this stuff, okay, like the one you did yesterday, but that is requiring you to multiply first, okay, like I just showed in this example. Then we probably will jump back to the rest of section 4, which then allows you to decide what method you want to use. So if you prefer substitution, you can absolutely use substitution. If you prefer graphing, which I don't think any of you do based on comments that you've made before, but if you preferred graphing, you could use that method, okay? It's just whatever method you like the best, or I will recommend when we go through and do examples of that, I'll be like, hey, this is what I would use and here's why. But again, it's your favorite, you know, whatever you want to use, as long as it works for you, that is completely fine, okay? All right, so looking at a few examples here. Let's go ahead and start with 4. 3x minus 2y is equal to 3, and negative x plus y is equal to 1. All right, so with these variables, do the numbers in front match up with the respective variable? No, so I need to multiply one of them, okay, by something. So obviously the top two have numbers, okay, not that one's not a number, but it's got numbers that are bigger than 1. So the bottom one, since it has 1s in front, I'm going to use that one to multiply, okay? So do y'all want to do x or y? All right, so in order to get this to be the same number as this, what do I need to do? By?
What?
2. Okay, and this one's already negative and this one's already positive. So that's another thing you're looking for. Okay, in this case, x was also, one was positive, one was negative. If you can help it, pick the one that has one sign, that the signs that are already opposite each other. Okay, words, I can't talk today. As we go, you'll see some where the signs are the same signs, and so you're going to need to multiply by like a negative in order to get it to come up to be opposite signs so it cancels. Yes?
So if you wanted to find x instead using that one, could you multiply by 3?
Mhm.
So 3x.
Yep. And then that would cancel your x's, and you'd be finding y first. In this case, I'm going to end up canceling my y's and find my x first. So I'm going to rewrite. I'm just going to copy the top one over. 3x minus 2y equals 3. And then the bottom one, I'm going to multiply everything by 2. So it's going to be negative 2x plus 2y is equal to 2. So again, like I said, the y's are now going to cancel. They both have a 2 in front. They're opposite signs. So 3x minus 2x is just x is equal to 5. And then now this is where, again, it doesn't matter which equation you pick to plug it back into. My recommendation is pick the easier one. In my opinion, this one is the easier one. Okay, and use the original. So negative x, which is 5, so negative 5 plus y equals 1. Add the 5 over, y is equal to 6. So the ordered pair is 5, 6. Not too bad. Okay, there may be an occasion where we get to some where there's nothing that's going to be able to multiply one of them by, okay, in order to make it look like the other one. So you may have to multiply both equations by something, and I'll show you those in a little bit, but we're going to do one or two more of this kind first before we do that. All right, number 6, we got 10x minus 9y equals 46, and negative 2x plus 3y equals 10. All right, so which equation do I need to multiply by, and what number am I multiplying by? Okay, the bottom one. And what number should I multiply the bottom one by to cancel one of those things?
Negative 5, right? Would it be negative 5?
Nope, so this sign is positive and this
Oh,
one's
yeah.
negative, so we wouldn't, okay? So, like she said, we can either do 5 and cancel the x's, or we can do 3 and cancel the y's. Does anybody have a preference of canceling x or y first?
The first
Why?
one.
X.
You think you should do
All right.
X comes first.
X is so much better than Y.
All right, let's cancel x. So in this case, then we're going to multiply this whole thing by 5. So I'm going to copy the top one over. So 10x minus 9y equals 46. Negative 10x plus 15y is equal to 50. All right, so x's cancel, so I'm left with y. So 15y minus 9y is what?
Negative 6y? Wait, no, just 6y.
6y, and then this is going to be 96. And then y is equal to 96 divided by 6. Somebody do that and tell me what it is. I don't feel like doing it in my head.
16.
16.
All right. So which equation you want to plug it back into?
The bottom one.
Bottom one, probably a little easier.
He's owning up to it.
All right, so negative 2x plus 3 times 16 is equal to 10.
Is that a phone, Joey? It's a very.
He's already got like.
All right, so I'm going to subtract this 48. So it's going to give me negative 38. Divide by negative 2, so x is equal to 19.
Oh.
So ordered pair is 19, 16. Do 8 first. All right, number 8. 11x minus 20y is equal to 28. And 3x plus 4y is equal to 36. All right, which one are we going to multiply, and what are we multiplying by?
The bottom one either 11 or negative,
Is there anything that I can multiply 3 by to give me 11?
no.
No, so I'm going to have to do the y. So what do I need to multiply 4 by to get 20?
5.
Okay, 5. So sometimes you won't be able to pick which one you want to use, okay? In this case, we can't. We have to use y
Thank you.
without having to do a lot of extra work. All right, so copy over the top one. And then we're going to multiply the bottom one. So 15x plus 20y is equal to... That doesn't look right. That's why it really doesn't look right. 15 and 3, 180. Alright, so now I can combine stuff. Oh, that was unfortunate. There we go. Alright, so y's are canceling, so I'm just left with x's. So 26x is equal to 208. X equals whatever that's divided by. I'm just going to do it really quickly so that it's out of the way. It's 208 divided by 26. It's 8. Alright, so x is equal to 8. Alright, top or bottom?
Bottom.
3 times 8 plus 4y is equal to 36. The 24 plus 4y equals 36. Subtract 24. 4y is equal to 12. Then divide by 4, so y is equal to 3. So our ordered pair is going to be 8, 3. Any questions about those ones? Alright, I'm going to give you guys one to try. This is a guided practice problem on page 452. So, it's number 1. 6x minus 2y is equal to 1. And negative 2x plus 3y is equal to negative 5. Alright, so I want you guys to try this one on your own real quick before we move on to the next kind.
Well, 52, right?
Yep.
Board. Just realized.
There's also on the board.
Number 1 on guided practice.
Let's say 6x.
6x minus 2y is equal to 1, and negative 2x plus 3y is equal to negative 5.
I'm trying to figure out what to multiply. Like, what number am I supposed to, like, get it to? To see what like, multiply to.
So you want one of these to match up with, like, its buddy. So you want, like, the x's to have the same number but opposite signs, or the y's to do that.
3.
Yeah, the work too.
When I multiply like 7 into negative 14, do I keep the negative sign?
You're doing 7 into negative 14, then yeah, the negative stays.
That's what I got. Negative a half.
Everyone's food.
No,
What'd
I'm
you-
not
wait,
finished.
what'd
Yeah,
you-
James isn't finished.
What'd you do?
Me?
All right, while y'all are
Can I have your attention, please? Middle school soccer practice has been canceled today. Middle school soccer practice has been canceled. Thank you.
You're not middle school.
James, are you still playing today?
James is not
Yeah.
Yeah. Just for the rain. Just for the rain.
Okay, but like volleyball gets canceled for like no reason.
well, there was a reason.
Oh well, yeah. I know.
Oh,
But,
well, what
like,
negative 2?
What was the?
I got
Like baseball last year, probably got canceled every single time.
Oh yeah,
Baseball.
baseball.
Well, baseball
was
can't really
It
play
got
in the
canceled
rain.
A few times, I
Oh,
remember.
yeah,
But not a
yeah.
lot. But not a lot.
Tristan got like.
All right, what did we?
I was,
One
I was
negative
pretty
2.
mad.
Huh?
1 negative 2 is my answer.
Okay.
I got negative 1/2 negative 2.
I got it too.
I got negative 1/2, negative 2.
No,
yeah, so
no,
I got-
Me, Maggie.
Okay. Well, what do we multiply this one by?
Hold on, where'd you get the half from?
I don't know, but I got.
What do we multiply this equation by?
3.
3.
So either us 3 wrong or us 3 right.
That's
Or
perfect.
me, right?
I swear.
Okay,
It's
you
just
and I
for-
are smart people.
No.
You're the smartest people in school.
Wait, I said in this class.
Oh.
You said school.
All right. X's cancel, so that gives me 7y is equal to negative 14. So y is equal to negative 2. And top or bottom? All right. 6 times negative. I'm about to put that in the wrong spot. Scratch that. 6x minus 2 times negative 2 is equal to 1. 6x plus 4 equals 1. 6x is equal to negative 3. So x is equal to negative 1/2, negative 0.5.
Oh, wait, so Joey.
Wait, huh?
What half come from?
Wait.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
got it.
Let's
Yeah.
go.
Wait, how'd you get 1/2? Where'd the 5 come from?
Negative 3 divided by 6 is 1/2.
When you do that thing with the other thing, then it becomes about the other thing is just
Okay, but it sounds like we pretty much got it. Okay, that was just a little. I don't know exactly how you plugged it in, but I'm assuming it was just a little mathematical error there at the bottom.
A little.
Okay, but that's good. Okay, that says you guys do have the general idea of what you're doing. All right, so we don't have the time as I thought we were gonna have. Thought we were gonna be able to get through more of this, but that's fine. Pick a pretty color. Orange. All right. So your problem so far, okay, we'll add on to it again tomorrow. We'll go ahead and try to do a little bit more with this section, and then I may go ahead and give you a worksheet tomorrow. I'm not sure yet. Let's do. Actually, hold on. Let me back up really quick before I do this. If you have something like 2x plus 3y equals 5 and x plus 2y is equal to 10, okay? Do any of them have opposite signs? Okay, no, they don't. So what I need to do when I multiply is I need to multiply this one by a negative number, okay, to cancel it out. So 2 and 3, there's nothing that I can just multiply one of these by to get the other one. But with the x's, I can multiply this bottom one by 2. Since they're both positive currently, I've got to do the negative here. And so then rewritten, this would give me 2x plus 3y equals 5. And negative 2x minus 4y is equal to negative 20. Okay, and then you would proceed from there. Okay, I just made this up out of my head, so it's probably not even going to come out to be nice and even. It's probably going to be some really annoying number. So I'm not going to actually solve it. Okay, but that's what you would do if you had all the signs were the same. Okay, you would just multiply by a negative of the number instead of just the number. Somehow in all the examples we did, that never happened. I don't know why, but it didn't. So just that will help you with a couple of these problems. All right, so 3, 5, and 7. Okay, and again, I'll add a little bit more on tomorrow.
So we don't turn this on, we watch it.
You will not turn this in until after tomorrow.